Hey everyone! Welcome to another episode of Wildlife Wonders Journal. Today, we're diving into a bizarre ecological thought experiment. What would happen if hyenas were suddenly introduced into the Amazon rainforest? Now, before we begin, let's be clear, this is purely hypothetical. Introducing non-native species into any ecosystem can have devastating consequences. But for the sake of scientific curiosity, let's explore this wild scenario. First, let's talk about our star players, hyenas. When most people think of hyenas, they picture the spotted hyena from Africa. These are highly social, intelligent predators that live in matriarchal clans. They're known for their powerful jaws, which can crush bones, and their distinctive laughing vocalizations. Hyenas are adaptable and can thrive in various habitats, from savannas to woodlands. Now, let's set the stage: the Amazon rainforest. This incredible ecosystem covers over 5.5 million square kilometers and is home to an astounding 10% of the world's known species. So, what would happen if we dropped a group of hyenas into this lush, unfamiliar world? At first, our hyenas would likely be pretty confused. The dense vegetation, high humidity, and constant rainfall would be a far cry from their usual habitat. But hyenas are nothing if not adaptable. In the African savanna, hyenas are used to chasing down prey in open spaces. In the Amazon, they'd face a whole new set of challenges. The dense undergrowth would make their usual hunting tactics difficult. They might have to learn new strategies, like ambush predation, to catch prey in the thick jungle. The Amazon is teeming with potential prey animals that hyenas have never encountered before. Capybaras, the world's largest rodents, might become a favorite target. Smaller mammals like agoutis and parkas could also be on the menu. Hyenas might even develop a taste for some of the Amazon's numerous bird species or reptiles like caimans. Hyenas wouldn't be the only predators in town. They'd face competition from native Amazonian carnivores like jaguars, pumas, and harpy eagles. These animals have evolved to be perfectly adapted to hunting in the rainforest. Our introduced hyenas would have to work hard to carve out their own niche. If hyenas manage to establish themselves, they could have a significant impact on prey populations. In Africa, hyenas play a crucial role in controlling herbivore numbers. In the Amazon, they might disrupt the delicate balance between predators and prey that has evolved over millions of years. One advantage hyenas might have is their ability to scavenge. With their powerful jaws, they can crack open bones that other predators can't. This might allow them to exploit food sources that native predators leave behind, potentially giving them an edge in this new environment. Introducing a new species always carries the risk of bringing new diseases. Hyenas could potentially introduce pathogens that Amazonian animals have no immunity to, leading to devastating outbreaks. Conversely, hyenas themselves might be vulnerable to local diseases they've never encountered before. In Africa, hyenas can significantly impact their environment through their denning behavior. If they manage to establish themselves in the Amazon, they might create new clearings in the forest for their dens. This could lead to localized changes in vegetation and potentially create new microhabitats for other species. Spotted hyenas live in large, complex social groups. In the dense Amazon rainforest, maintaining these large clans might be challenging. We might see hyenas adapt by forming smaller, more mobile groups to better navigate the jungle environment. If hyenas did manage to establish themselves, the effects could ripple through the entire ecosystem. By preying on or competing with native species, they could trigger a cascade of changes that could potentially lead to shifts in plant communities and even affect the forest's carbon storage capacity. Let's not forget about the human element. The Amazon is home to numerous indigenous communities. The introduction of a large, potentially dangerous predator like the hyena could lead to increased human-wildlife conflict. This could have serious implications for both the hyenas and local human populations. If hyenas somehow manage to survive long-term in the Amazon, we might see some fascinating adaptations over time. Perhaps they'd evolve to be smaller and more agile to better navigate the dense undergrowth. Their coat patterns might change to provide better camouflage in the forest light. In reality, the introduction of non-native species is one of the biggest threats to biodiversity worldwide. From zebra mussels in the Great Lakes to pythons in the Everglades, we've seen time and time again how invasive species can wreak havoc on local ecosystems. It's our responsibility to protect the Amazon, not introduce hyenas. Remember, in nature, everything is connected, and even small changes can have big consequences. Stay curious, and we'll see you next time on Wildlife Wonders Journal.